I think that any athletic director who comes in new has great aspirations. They always come in with a lot of energy, a lot of desires, and I'm no different. I'm very eager to get started and move the program forward. And I think the question is, what does a program moving forward look like? How do you know that you're moving in the right direction? Because I think that's important. So in the short term, I think our goal is to, again, reinforce some basic fundamentals. Are we providing a comprehensive experience for our student athletes? Is it positive? Does it speak to the values of the college? Does it give the kids a real sense of commitment? Whether it's from our coaches, our administration, our staff, you know, everyone from the person who's cutting the grass to the person like myself who's overseeing the program. Do we give the impression to our student athletes that we are committed to their success? And to me that means, are we creating a challenging environment? Are we being competitive, not just in games, but are we being competitive in practice? Are we being competitive in terms of the ways that our facilities measure up to our peers, the ways that our uniforms measure up, all the parts of the experience that a student athlete is going to encounter, so that they feel like, okay, there's an investment in me, and it's a positive one, so now I'm going to make sure that I do my part. So one of the first goals is to really make sure that there's a culture that is strong, that's clear, that our kids feel a part of, and that they're helping to build. Because there's great tradition here at Oberlin. And many of our sports have their own feature of building that tradition. And I want our student athletes to feel that their job is not only to develop their own skills, but to help build the department's strength by adding to that tradition. Hopefully winning on the fields will help do that, but they can do it in a lot of subtle ways too. Secondly, I think we want to make sure that we're being competitive in the recruiting of our student athletes. I think that's really important. So I think the first year goal is to really better formulate our strategy for recruiting student athletes to Oberlin. It's a unique sell to get a student athlete here, to get them interested, and then to complete the sale by getting them to actually come. And we need to be able to help our coaches to develop our story. What is the Oberlin athletic story? And if we develop a good story over the next few months and years, we're going to get better students to come here, we're going to get better student athletes to come here, and the competitiveness that I talked about earlier will sort of follow suit. The third thing I think we want to do in the short term is put a little bit more meat on the bones relative to what is wellness. Wellness and health is a tremendously large concept. It could very easily become a catch-all phrase for anything. We have to better define what that means for Oberlin. How does it manifest itself in our programming? What are the things that we do choose to take on? And what are the things that we say, well, we really can't? But no matter what we take on relative to wellness, we need to make sure that we're doing things that provide lifelong habits that are positive, both mentally and physically, for people of all ages and all parts of this community. And that we have to be positive about it. It has to be something that folks are encouraged by so that it responds to their immediate need and it allows them to pursue those habits and that skill beyond their years here at Oberlin. You know, I think the message I would like everyone who's watching this to get from me is not just some words, but I'd like you to feel the energy and the passion that I have for what we do here in Oberlin and what we're doing in our athletic department. I am really energized to try to make our program as successful as we can be, that we are continually pursuing in our own way excellence in no less form than any other part of this campus, whether it's in the classroom or in the administration, what have you. We are equally committed to creating excellence.